Okie dokie, everybody. Welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Pater Voss, the Papa Fox, and we're going to continue playing some more Defense Grid 1, The Awakening. And we're going to go with, this is here with episode 3. Let me just make sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we did this one. And now we're going to do Out of Fuel. An alien spacecraft carrying stolen cores has crashed near a decommissioned refinery. We must recover the power cores. Let's go ahead and get this going. Okay.
Well done. We're finally getting ahead of them. Really coming along. Oh, dear God. They've got here ahead of us. But they seem to have encountered some difficulties of their own. It appears their ship has met an untimely end. Damn. They've already looted most of the cores. We have to reclaim what they've stolen and power up the base. It's going to be a close thing. Hurry, there's no time to waste.
So yeah, when I first played this mission, I didn't actually realize that this was a spaceship. But there we go. We got a new tower. This is the Meteor Tower. It's basically your long-range artillery, and it can't hit close up. So let's go ahead and check our distances on these things. Now we only have 400 resources to start, so I wonder. I'm gonna go ahead and put an Inferno Tower here. We're gonna put one of our gun towers here, and a gun tower there. There we go. That should be a nice starting spread of damage going on. Let me go ahead and just start this, speed this up a little bit.
We're running lean. Keep an eye on our resources.
And wave 1. Here they go. You can see they're already carrying power cores. The cores, my kingdom for a core. And we're actually going to have to start placing towers down here whenever we can. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we're dealing with this nicely.
Let's mop these up.
Gonna put a gun tower. No, looks like we can save up for the next wave. Wonderful. I'm actually going to go ahead and put another gun tower up here. We want to get all of these things nice and tidied up right here. And there we go. Let's get some nice close-in action. We've seen these guys before. And there we go. Oh, we got some more coming in. Well, I hope you all are having a good time so far. I just was able to wrangle down my young son for the evening, so that's all well and good. And some nice tower defense to relax. You know, this game actually gets the coveted I can play this with one hand award. Like if I needed to, if he was smaller, or when he was smaller, I could play this game with one hand and hold him with the other while he slept, and keep the sound, of course, nice and quiet. I want to wake him up. That would defeat the whole purpose. I'm going to go ahead and put Inferno Tower here.
I haven't seen these before.
And when we can, we're going to put a laser tower here. Oh, I missed what he said. Ah, well. Oh yeah, these guys have shields. So they basically have 2 health bars.
Bagged and tagged in the files.
And they're actually going to try to take the cores now that we have a full load.
Everything else, they have shields.
Yes, I know they have shields. My plan is to actually put a meteor tower here, so you can get a nice rain of destruction all over the rest of the map. They have a huge range, which is great. But I want to put a temporal tower here. So let's go ahead and save up. So yeah, it's a little tough being a dad and playing games. I mean, I knew that I was going to have far less time to do this kind of thing once I became a parent, but I think I've struck a pretty good balance, you know. I'm able to do some of this. I'm able to, you know, get some chores done around the house and all of that. And in general, I mean, I've had to accept that, you know, I'm not going to be able to play as much or watch as much of the shows that I like, which is fine, you know. It's one of those things that if you're ever on the fence about whether or not you can make that commitment, I mean, if you don't think that you're ready to do that, of course don't. But one of the things that changed when little guy came in was he's literally the best thing that's ever happened to me, and everything else is just jump change. I mean, of course, I've definitely loved this channel, but he's just awesome. That's all there is to it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, we got. I should have put a laser down. Ah, well. Maybe we'll be able to get one right here for it. That one's gonna up. Come on,
dangerously low.
Yes, I know it's running dangerously low. There we go. Get that laser tower going. Okay, commentary going slow time. Pew 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 pew. Yes, I'm adding in my own sound effects. I was actually doing some research, and I think, of course, let's clean this place up. That's the whole plan. Let's get a laser here, and then we're gonna put another gun tower over here. Because eventually they're gonna break through, and that's just gonna cause a huge amount of heartache. But yeah, I was doing some research, and I think I'm going to be able to start doing some recording, or not recording, editing a lot sooner than I had intended, which is great. I found a way to get myself some decent software for that, and I'll hopefully be able to start tootling around with it coming up soon.
Let's eliminate them and retrieve our core.
Ah, the cores. The cores. It's par for the cores. Huh? Huh? Yeah, that was a bit of a stretch. Even by my standards, it's a little low. I'm going to go ahead and put a meteor tower here, just so I can get some of that giant damage going. Yeah, see? Meteor. It's basically a mortar. I mean, they call it a meteor, but it's actually a mortar. Fires up and over and does massive damage. Okay, what are we gonna have here? Let's just put another Inferno tower. Laser tower right here. As soon as we get enough going, there we go. And we're gonna put another meteor tower here once we get enough resources. Resources! Ha ha ha. Yes, I know we're low on power, but we're doing fine. We just have to keep this stuff out of their greedy little nets. I actually don't even know why they want the cores. I mean, they could just need the resources. They could just be collecting because they're shiny. I mean, heck, who wouldn't want to, you know, play around with like shiny little glowing marbles? I'm easily amused. Okay, let's get that going. Yeah, sometimes my commentary is a little odd, not gonna lie. I guess that's one of the things I'll have to get best at. Dearie me. Okay. I think we're gonna want to put another laser tower. So this is pretty much going to be meteor towers. I think we might have one more, and then we'll just start pockmarking this thing. Everything we get our hands on. This. It's going to take 300 to upgrade. Yeah, let's go ahead and put another nuclear tower. Just get that one out of the way. Get it built. We're going to want to put... Let's go ahead and put a gun tower here. Eventually we're going to have another couple of gun towers over here. And maybe a temporal tower here. Or... yeah. Here, here, and somewhere over here. That should be good. Maybe I'll put the temporal tower... here. Yeah, okay, that's a really good area of effect. Okay. Come on. Go. Kerblamo. Run, 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 run. I'm setting up the gauntlet. It just is a little satisfying, you know. End of the day, sit back, have a glass of wine, watch a bunch of aliens run through, fire bullets and laser beams. There's just something inherently satisfying about this. Yeah, I generally don't go for tower defense games, but this one, when I first saw it, it was just like, okay, I gotta play it. Gotta play it. I will be putting different kinds of games. I don't like a particular genre, although I do tend to stay away from like sports games and driving games. At some point I'll be putting up some role-playing games and some RTSs and maybe some FPSs too, because I do like some of those. I might actually also make a whatchamacallit. I might make a Mass Effect run through. You know, that might be kind of good. And this may be controversial, but I actually quite enjoyed Mass Effect 3's ending. I do see what a lot of people's points were. I think it should have been handled mechanically different. But from a story perspective, like if I was reading this in a book, the choices that were presented at the very end did kind of make sense. I mean, obviously, I totally understand what a lot of people's critiques were of it. And it's like it wasn't as interactive as everybody wanted it to be. But all that being said, there was what was promised, and then like there was, is this an enjoyable game? And sometimes for certain games, again, your mileage may vary. The answers to both of those questions might be two separate things. Okay, another temporal tower over here. Eventually we're going to upgrade these things so they actually have very good coverage. I think we're going to have a gun tower and a laser tower. Pop right over here. Oh, we're actually getting fairly along in this. I am surprised. Yes, I know they've taken a core. I know this. I know it. Inferno. Gun tower. Inferno tower. And then we're just going to have a couple of gun towers. No, a couple of Inferno towers and a gun tower. No, a couple of gun towers. Inferno tower. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm just rambling. This really is just satisfying. I think we're still okay. I think we're still okay. Let's go ahead and get a gun tower. We're going to get our Inferno tower. Yeah, if I go quiet, it's because I'm trying to think about tactics in this. It's more of a puzzle game than anything else. I mean, there is a strategy to it, but a lot of this is, of course, just making sure you have the right combination of towers to beat a particular mission. And they're just dropping like flies. Still haven't lost a single core, which is great. Let me get that Inferno Tower going. Okay, now we're going to start upgrading our towers. We just have a couple of waves left, so we want to get these things going. Going, and we're not going to stop. That's getting close. We might have been better off upgrading one of the gun towers over here.
Once more into the breach.
But, you know, it's a learning experience. And that's actually one of the things I like about video games in general is how well do you make decisions based off of incomplete information, especially if you're playing game blind. It's all about, I mean, of course, once you replay a game, you have hindsight, but it's all about, are you going to be an absolute expert in everything, or are you actually going to be able to make on-the-fly decisions when the fog of war is clouding things? Ooh, might have made a poor decision. Actually, all these guys have fairly low health, so this actually might be a lot easier than I had thought. We got gun tower, laser tower as soon as we can. Oof! Ooh! No! Well, you know, as long as we win, that's the important part. That is the important part. Oh! I think we're actually going to make it through mostly okay.
We cannot afford to lose another core.
Yeah, we lost a hefty chunk of cores. Ah well, I should have been better managing my resources. And we got our boss waves coming in. Let's go ahead and upgrade that one. I want to get as much damage in on these guys as possible. Okay. Okay. That's actually quite a bit of damage coming in on them. Wonderful. That's what I like to see. Oh boy. This is going to be stressful. Okay. Let's go ahead and just speed this on along. Oof. Yep. Less than half, so you know, we might actually be doing fairly okay. I'll be able to upgrade a lot of these turrets down here, based off of the fodder they're sending into the meat grinder. Oh boy.
Find our power. We're running low.
Oh boy. Come on, bring him down! Bring him down! I think that first one's going to give us a nice chunk of change. Assuming it actually... Okay. Come on. Come on.
The guns took them
There
out.
we go. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, that's 300. Dang it. Guess we're just gonna have to go all out here. Super super tryhard mode. Maximum effort. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. Oof. Yeah, no. I mean, we're gonna win, but I don't think we're gonna be able to bring this guy down. That's gonna be a bit much, I think. Well, maybe. Let's go ahead and get this tower upgraded. to speed this, go ahead and... Ah! Yes! Ha
That should do it for now.
Oh dear me. Goodness graciouses. Well, we did it. And the guy said we did it too, so there we go.
Solid victory.
Okay, well, that wraps up this episode. If you've enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, or even share the video. It's always nice if I also get an extra subscriber or two. I hope I'll see you all here again next time and pull up a chair for some more Defense Grid in episode 5. Alrighty, take care. Bye.